The Fort Worth Police Department had been under fire for hundreds of backlogged, untested rape kits last year. Today, the chief tells the city council the backlog has been wiped out. Fox 4's Sean Rebb joins us with that story. Sean.
Good evening to you, Clarice. You know, when this story broke last October, it shocked the Fort Worth City Council, shook the Fort Worth Police Department. Chief Neil Noakes announced in December that he'd be retiring after 30 years, but he vowed to fix the problem and make it right for victims.
Seeing how this will likely be my last presentation before you as Chief of Police, I am very proud to let you know, as to not bury the lead, we've completely eliminated the backlog, and we are in 100% compliance with the state's 90-day requirement for completion of the testing, review, and entry of these kits into CODIS.
Applause at the Fort Worth City Council workshop as Chief Neil Noakes shares his department cleared a backlog of more than 900 sex assault kits that were overdue for testing and had not been processed for months. A total of 1,200 cases over a 5-year period missed the state's 90-day deadline for being entered into what's called CODIS, a DNA profile database. The chief now saying his department is in compliance.
I thank you for your support and all the resources and support we needed for the crime lab to be able to do their job. I'm thankful for the partnerships with some of our outside partners.
Problems were many, including only 2 forensic scientists working in the lab when there should have been 7. Vacancies have been filled. The Tarrant County Medical Examiner and the Department of Public Safety State Crime Lab took on the testing of some of the backlog. The department secured $1 million in grants that enabled outsourcing some of the rape kits for testing as well. Equally troubling as the kits not being tested, victims and their loved ones were not being talked to about their cases.
Is there regular communication by Fort Worth PD to those families, to those folks that are waiting to get some kind of indication, perhaps, if possible, where they are?
Absolutely. The unfortunate thing is oftentimes there's not much new information to give, but we have directed the detectives and we have added an additional detective to that unit to make sure they're communicating with the family members who are reaching out for information.
While council was glad to receive this news, Mayor Maddie Parker called it a lesson for other crime labs battling backlogs.
While your department may not have something that rises to this occasion, maybe it's a good lesson of it is healthy to raise your hand in the hierarchy of the city management office to say, I need help. And what we're doing right now from a staffing perspective is not working.
Now, Chief Neil Noakes says what they're doing now is working, and he says that what pained him the most, what really hurt him throughout this entire ordeal, was to know how this backlog impacted folks who are already victims of sexual assault. He says he hopes the corrective measures will help rebuild trust in the people in Fort Worth.
Sean, thank you.